Shalom Akim. All praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kwakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you. I can do in the work of true sincerity. Now, this is basically a video about this guy here. Well, about Edomites in general, because I was just talking to a fellow worker of mine, and he's an Edomite, and he was talking about how savage the Iranians is and what Trump is doing is the right thing and all that other madness. And my rebuttal was, what about America? What about you Edomites? You know, you talk about everybody else, but you don't think you're savages. And then today I just come across this video as I'm getting off work, and I seen the picture that you see on the screen here, that's in black and white. And I guess people are talking about it. Her name is Athena Strand. You know, she was 7 years old, and this FedEx worker basically strangled her to death. And then you got this creepy picture of him with a girl in the back of his truck. Now, anybody that's been in delivery, because I've been in delivery myself, anybody's been in delivery, nobody's supposed to be in your van or your truck or whatever you're driving. And I mean nobody. So, of course, I'm not going to tell my theory of what happened, but you can look at the picture and kind of get an idea of what he was doing to that girl in the back. And since he would have got in trouble if he'd let her just get out of the van or get out of the truck or whatever, he decided to murder her. I mean, you can see you can see what happened and shit as far as the trial goes. But he's trying not to get the death penalty now. But my thing is, you Edomites are the most violent people on this planet. If you're not murdering somebody else from another nation, you're murdering your own. That's what you Edomites do. That's your MO. So, I wanted to bring that out because, you always hear about the school shootings and all this other stuff. So that's Esau's MO. So let me see. I just won't want to do it now. Let me see. So this is the scriptures that I got, all about the violent. But I was going to read Matthew 11 and 12. From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take by force. That's what they do. And Esau is such a depraved person that if he don't got somebody to do evil against, he'll do it against himself, And they've always been like that ever since their rulership has been established. The proof is all these school shootings. Most school shootings, if you look at history, most of these school shootings happen in predominantly white schools where there's maybe one or two blacks that go to the school, and that's something that they rarely talk about. Just like all the serial killers. Back in the day when they kept catching serial killers, what was they doing? They was all Edomites, and it got so bad that they had to make a Jake that was a murderer. They had to make him into a serial killer, trying to balance the odds. I remember years ago when this white lady got on TikTok teaching her daughter, hey, if she ever get lost and she can't find her, go to a black man specifically, because they'll turn her to her mother, and she'll come back alive basically. And This case basically proves that. Again, you know, when all these Edomites, all these quote unquote white men came up against her, she did another video talking about, look, white men are 95% of the pedophiles in the world. So what I say is valid. You know, a lot of black women came up against her, which was bullshit, because for some reason, when black men do get any, so-called black men get any credit, the black woman is always there to downplay it. But anyway, that's another video for another day. But anyway, the white woman was like, look, they 95% of the pedophiles, and at that time that was true. Now it says something like 78%, but I don't know how true that is. I think they just lowering the numbers so they don't look so bad. But when you look at this video here, or look at this case, this is these devils' MO. Like, goddamn, a 7-year-old, seriously, you know. But yeah, Esau can't deny that he's the violent that's on this planet, you know. And this is Edomites' MO, to, you know, mess with little kids and mess with same sex and all that other BS. You know, that's their MO. And it is not deniable. That's why they try to keep it out of the news as much as they can. Basically, this is just another Epstein, just a low level. That's why the regular Edomites on the streets, they mad at the Epstein's file, because they can't do it. Otherwise, they would. And these cases is the proof, you know. Yeah, I'm going to end it there. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double line to the Apostle of the Great Millstone. Citation to Yakim doing the work of truth and sincerity. Till the next time, Shalom.